Good morning and a very warm welcome to SLIIT, the pioneer and the largest degree awarding institute in Sri Lanka. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the inauguration ceremony of the year 2019 intake. To start the day's proceedings, it is my privilege to introduce Professor Lakshman Ratnayakar, the Chancellor and Chairman of SLIIT. Professor Lakshman L. Ratnayakar brings more than 45 years' experience to the education industry, and he is a senior professor and the chairman of SLIIT since 2014. He is an emeritus professor in civil engineering at University of Moratuwa, and he has served as an adjunct professor at University of Calgary, Canada, and adjunct associate professor at the Utah State University, USA. He was the vice chairman of the UGC from 2001 to 2006, the dean of the Faculty of Engineering from 1995 to 2001 at the University of Moratuwa, and the head of the Department of Civil Engineering from 1989 to 1994 in the same university. Professor Lakshman Ratnayakar is a past president of the Institution of Engineers, Sri Lanka, a past president of the Chartered Institute of Transport, Sri Lanka, and a past chairman of the Board of Trustees, that is IESL. He is also a chartered engineer and a fellow of the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka, a fellow of the National Academy of Sciences Sri Lanka, an international professional engineer, and a member of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, London. Currently, he is also a member of the University of Colombo Council, a member of the Board of Management in the Postgraduate Institute of Medicine. Sir, we welcome you to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lakshman Ratnayakar.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Vice Chancellor, Professor Lalit Gamage, Deans of Faculties, Directors of the Institute, Professors, Head of the Departments and Schools, Managers, especially the managers in the Academic Affairs Division, the Medical Officer, the Student Counselor, Senior Lecturers and other staff members of the department, heads of departments and units. Of course, dear students and their parents who are listening from some other place in this building. On behalf of SLIIT, let me warmly welcome you to our institute. You have decided to join SLIIT to study a program of studies that is being conducted at SLIIT. So first of all, let me congratulate you for passing the GC Advanced Level Examination, either the local GC Advanced Level Examination or the London or equivalent examination which was set a few months ago. Since you have done well in the A-level examination, you have been selected to SLIIT, one of the most prestigious non-state universities in this country. You must be happy that you have been selected to do a course of studies at SLIIT, because SLIIT is a unique place. I'm sure most of you had other options to join perhaps a state university, a non-state university, or go abroad. But you have chosen SLIIT for your higher studies. We all know that as parents or as students, when you want to select a university or a study program, there are reasons behind it. One of the foremost thing that comes to your mind or our mind is that, is this a recognized university or an institute? As you perhaps already aware, Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology, or commonly known as SLIIT, is a well-recognized place for higher studies, not only in Sri Lanka, but in other parts of the world. Why do I say like that? Because SLIIT degrees are recognized by the University Grants Commission, or the UGC, and the Ministry of Higher Education in Sri Lanka. Internationally, our degrees are recognized because SLIIT is a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. All the recognized universities are listed in this handbook, Association of Commonwealth Universities Handbook. As you know, this is only a limited number of countries. But there is another association, Association of International Universities. Another handbook where all the recognized universities and institutes in the world are listed. So if you go through the handbook of this Association of International Universities, you find that SLIIT, or Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology, is listed there. So you can be assured that the degree you are going to get from SLIIT is recognized all over the world. Not only that, I think the speakers follow me will tell you how the professional bodies in Sri Lanka and in foreign countries are recognized, have recognized our degrees offered at SLIIT. Now that is the first thing that comes into mind when selecting a university. What is the second thing? Whether sometimes we say that we go to a university to get a proper education and so on. Yeah, that's important. But for many people, the second most important thing is whether I can get a good job after graduating from this university. That is the practical reality. I can assure you that if you do your studies well, take part in other extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities at SLIIT, you can be assured of a job. It's not a job, a very good job with very high prospects for promotions. Practically almost all our graduates are doing extremely well in the industry, in the academia, both locally and elsewhere in the world. Wherever we travel, we find that SLIIT graduates are doing well in those countries as well. So if you have some of your relations or friends, you can ask them how they are doing in places like Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Malaysia, USA, Canada, UK. You name the country, you will find an SLIIT graduate doing extremely well. Or go to a leading university outside Sri Lanka. You will find that they are pursuing their higher studies because of their education at SLIIT. So you can be happy and be proud that you are going to be part of this SLIIT family, where you will have a very high potential to get a very good job. The third and one of the most important aspects of SLIIT is the campus life you are going to have, or the university life you are going to have at SLIIT Malabe. Some of you may spend 1 or 2 years in a center, but finally you will come back to Malabe campus, and you'll find that this is a real university type of campus. We have a very good staff, an excellent staff, highly qualified staff, experienced staff. We can match with any university in the state sector or anywhere else in the world. We have large number of highly qualified staff. We have very good teaching, learning facilities at SLIIT. We have a medical officer. We have a counseling person, counseling center, and so many sports, recreational, and other facilities, clubs, societies. Because university life is complete when you take part in other activities. I can tell you, the students who have studied and who have taken part in other activities of the universities, like sports or clubs or society, when they go for interviews, they are the first people to be selected, because they know that those students have certain skills which others may not have. So they will like to employ graduates who have many talents apart from gaining academic knowledge in the university. As I said earlier, we have a very reputation among the students, among the industry, and in society. That's very important. SLIIT has a very good reputation. So far, we have not had any problems at SLIIT for the last 19 to 20 years. We are almost 20 years old. We have made sure the students who enter the SLIIT will pass out in exactly 4 years' time. So today you are entering our institute, and I can assure you that if you do your studies well and follow the program, in exactly 4 years' time, February 2023, you will be sitting in this hall again with your academic gowns to receive the degrees from us. That's one of our achievements. There are 2 achievements which you can be proud of. You got your results last month in December, and now you are in the university this month. Within few weeks after obtaining your results, you are in the university. And in exactly 4 years' time, you will be passing out from this university. So you are a very lucky set. So you can be very happy and proud about it. Not only you, your parents. And also, parents are happy because you will do well at this place. I do not wish to take your time. Finally, I wish all of you good luck, happiness, and I hope you will enjoy university life at Malabe SLIIT. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, dear sir. Ladies and gentlemen, now I have the privilege to introduce Professor Lalit Gamage, the Vice Chancellor and Chief Executive Officer of SLIIT. Professor Lalit Gamage was the chief architect in establishing the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology in 1999 and is currently holding the position of its Vice Chancellor, President and CEO. In year 2000, he won the Outstanding Young Person of the Year award for academic leadership. Professor Gamage is an affiliate professor of the University of British Columbia, Canada. He contributed to promoting the IT industry and served the government of Sri Lanka as the chairman of Lanka Software Foundation, chairman of Arthur C. Clarke Institute for Modern Technologies, and chairman of the ICT cluster. Currently, he is serving as an advisory board member of Sri Lanka Association of Software and Service Companies, board member of Sri Lanka Computer Emergency Readiness Team, and he is also the founding president of Sri Lanka Association of Non-State Higher Education Institutes. Professor Gamage is an electronic and telecommunication engineering graduate from the University of Moratuwa and holds a PhD from the University of British Columbia, Canada. His research areas are computer vision, artificial intelligence, robotics, and evolutionary computing. So, I invite you to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lalit Gamage.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Let me also welcome you to SLIIT. And also congratulate you for being selected to follow a program of your choice. And also I would like to thank you for selecting SLIIT as your higher education institute. Before I proceed, let me introduce some of our senior staff. You've already listened to Professor Lakshman Ratnayak, our chairman, and on his left, Professor Colin Pearis, Director, Academic Development and Quality Assurance. And next to him is Mr. Chanaka Kalansurya, Director Administration, and Mr. Niraj Muthukuda, Director Finance, Mr. Udita Gamage, Director Engineering Services and Development, and Mr. Yasas Mallavarachi, Director Academic Affairs. On this side, we have Dr. Malitha Vijayasundara, Dean, Faculty of Humanities and Sciences, our Univers faculty. Then Professor Rahul Athalage, Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. Professor Mahesha Kaprubandara, Dean International. Professor Saman Tilakasiri, Dean Engineering. Professor Samantha Telijagoda, Dean Business. And Professor Chandimal Jayawardena, Dean Computing. So SLIIT was started in 1999. So this is our 20th year, 19 years of experience, existence, over 300 faculty members, 5,000 years of collective experience, because we have large number of staff with a lot of experience, and over 26,000 success stories. We have produced over 26,000 professionals. We started this institute, as I mentioned, as an information technology institute, Sri Lanka, hence the name Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology, primarily to produce sufficient number of IT professionals, and we have done our job, and the IT industry has become the 5th largest export earner for the country. And today, SLIIT has become a multidisciplinary institute offering over 50 programs, SLIIT, our own programs, as well as foreign degree programs, undergraduate, postgraduate, and research level, going up to MPhils and PhDs. So you have made the right decision and entered the right institution. Today, SLIIT is the #1 ranked non-state higher education institute, and also among all universities and institutes, we are ranked before many government universities and institutions as well. Today is a very crucial day for you. Very important day, because you are entering a very crucial part of your life, very important part. You studied 13 years in school, and you gained a lot of knowledge, passed exams, O-levels, A-levels, but your objective was mainly to pass exams and enter higher education. So your main goal was that. But here, during your university life, education is important, but you're going to be transformed from a school student to a professional who is going to practice in industry, contributing to development of our country and beyond as well. So our vision is to advance knowledge, foster and promote innovation, to enrich lives and broaden horizons. To advance knowledge, okay, the most obvious thing is, as an institution, we are advancing knowledge of the students. But that does not stop there. Advanced knowledge also has other meanings. Advancing one's own knowledge. So you need to be able to advance your own knowledge, and we need to create that learning environment for you. Then advancing knowledge itself, that is, by doing research and by being innovative. So that, hence the next part. So advancing knowledge itself is not just by the students, by staff, by undergraduate students, by postgraduate students, by research students, and by staff as well. So that's our vision. Our vision is, in general, by doing all these, to enrich lives and basically to make people happy. So there are many ways in making people happy. If you are a comedian, probably by telling you jokes you can make people happy, but we are in the business of higher education. So we make people happy by educating people, and then by producing graduates who can develop solutions for problems, develop systems, new systems, innovative systems, and new products and services. So more specifically, our mission is to create a learning and research environment for our students and staff to be innovative and dedicated to excellence, to produce graduates with strong analytical skills, analytical, problem-solving, and communication skills to serve our nation and beyond. So that also tells you an important part, that is, as I said, becoming a professional is not just by acquiring knowledge. Becoming a professional includes applying that knowledge, understanding problems and applying knowledge to solve problems. So you need to analytically understand problems. and find solutions. And sometimes in finding solutions, the knowledge that you have gained here may not be sufficient. So you need to be able to carry out research, see what the others have done, and do your own research and be innovative and come up with new solutions for these problems, new and innovative solutions. So that's what makes you a professional. So what do we have? Here in Malabe, we are situated on a 25-acre land, and most of you will be studying here. In addition to this campus, we have our metro campus. That's where we started our institute. We have facilities to accommodate about 1,500 students there. And we also have regional campuses in Matara, Kandy, Kurunegala, and Jaffna. So, as I said, to allow you, to transform you to be that professional, we have state-of-the-art lecture halls, many facilities, labs, libraries with a lot of resources. Now, in a university environment, obviously, you have books, and also we have a lot of digital resources. We subscribe to many digital resources, IEEE Explore, Emerald, Science Direct, and so on. We have our librarian, I think here, Ms. Pushpamala Pereira. So if you have any questions with regard to accessing library resources, please do contact her or any of her staff members. Then we have a medical center. When you are here, everyone has from time to time go through health issues. And when you have one, please do contact our doctor, Dr. Dhananjaya. So we provide free medical services as well as some free medicine. We offer large number of sports, and there are large number of societies, and we would like you to be involved in doing sports as well as in various societies. These activities will develop the skills that are necessary to be a professional. Because sometimes, as I mentioned, in developing solutions, you have to work with teams. You have to lead teams, right? So by doing sports and by being in societies, you will develop these skills. We also know that students come from various backgrounds. We have very rich students. We have not so rich students. We have students from city schools. We have students from village, rural schools. And that is, I think, a huge opportunity, because we have a very wide group of students. Sometimes when you are in one school, you only associate with a certain social class. Here, you have the opportunity to integrate with many people. And that itself is a skill that is required when you are practicing as a professional. But that also comes with certain issues, because you are now in a new environment. Most of you may be away from home, going to study a new program. Maybe a lot of these subjects may be not familiar to you. You have to study in a different medium. Most of you may have studied in Sinhalese or Tamil, but here you have to study in English. So these things can stress you out, right? But the challenge is to overcome these challenges, stresses, pressures, and go through with the program. In particular, in the first year itself, you will find these challenges, and you need to be able to, go through with these. But we have many support systems. We have at faculty level, faculty advisors. If you have issues with studying subjects, please do contact department level, faculty level advisors or consultants. They will help you to mitigate some of these issues. And you may have, stress, you may be under distress. Right? We have a mechanism, we have a well-being center headed by Ms. Rekha Attidiya. Right? And when you have these issues, please go and talk to her. She will also be supported by others. But it is very important for you to, everyone, I can remember my own experience long time ago though, right? We were in a different environment at Morotua. We were not very strong in our language skills, and the terminology was different. Even the known subjects, right? Even things like, physics and so on, were foreign to us, although we knew the content of the subject because of the terminology, because it was taught in a different language. But this is tough, particularly in the first year. So we would like you to take that, as a challenge, and with our help, I'm sure if you work hard, you can go through these challenges. So we also have English help desk whenever you want to get assistance with regard to English. And we also have Career Development Center. Ms. Ranmini Unantanna, she's there. Right? So if you want to do a part-time job, get some internship, find training, and at the end of the program, she'll help you to find employment as well. So please do get in touch with her if you need any employment opportunities while or after the degree. So I mentioned about the centers. Then to talk a little bit about the quality itself, we place heavy emphasis on the quality of our program. And constantly, we are also innovating. We are changing subjects. We are bringing in new content to align ourselves with world trends, and also constantly finding ways in which we can deliver programs better and also improve our quality. So Professor Colin Pires that's why we hired him as Director Quality Assurance and Academic Development. And he has a lot of experience, and he was heading the Quality Assurance Unit at the University Grants Commission itself. Then, I think Professor Ratnayaka mentioned we are a member of Association of Commonwealth Universities, member of International Association of Universities, and also, so being members will ensure quality because they will see whether we have the right attributes to be a proper university. Then I think the real test comes from getting accreditation, because accreditation is very tough for professional programs. We are the first and the only institute or university in Sri Lanka to get the information technology program accredited by the professional UK body, IET, Institution of Engineering Technology, formerly known as Institute of Electrical Engineers. And if you want to have a charter, if you are an electrical engineer, this is where you have to get the charter from. So if you are an IT professional, when you graduate, you can automatically get IET membership, professional membership, and become a chartered engineer. Then our Curtin University engineering programs are accredited by Engineers Australia, and our engineering programs are being accredited by Institute of Engineers Sri Lanka. They have already come and visited the place, and they have written the report, and we know that we are going to be accredited. Then we are also a member of AACSB, which is a highly reputable professional body for business degree programs. So I'm not going to go through the faculties in detail, because deans will also address you separately. But I just would like to tell you that Faculty of Computing is our oldest and the largest. We have close to now 5,000 students and large number of faculty members, large number of research programs and industry collaborations. Faculty of Engineering is the second largest faculty of SLIIT and also the second largest engineering faculty in Sri Lanka after University of Morato engineering faculty. We also have highly qualified and experienced faculty members, and we have over 2,000 students in this faculty. Then the business faculty or business school has about 1,000 students, offers various degree programs, and we also offer a world-class MBA program. This is our own program, but we also have partnered with Carleton University in Canada, where students will also have the opportunity to spend some time at that university and industry in Canada. So Faculty of Humanities and Sciences, several degree programs, Bachelor of Education programs, our own programs, as well as programs in law, psychology, and nursing. So these are new programs, and we will also be starting several new programs in biotechnology and so on. School of Architecture and Department of Quantity Surveying are also part of Faculty of Engineering, and these also have become very popular. I think we get more applications, large number of applications than we can accommodate, because for these programs we restrict the number, and already we have large number of students enrolled for particularly in architecture and so on. So this program is also, both these programs are conducted in partnership with Liverpool John Moores University. An architecture program, Liverpool John Moores University is a high-ranked university in UK, and architecture program is one of the top 20 architecture programs in the United Kingdom. We also started a tourism and hospitality management school in 2013 with, in partnership with William Anglis Institute. So, last week we had full launch of William Anglis at SLIIT. There also we have produced over 1,200 professionals. So sizable number for tourism and hospitality industry, because that is an industry that is also booming in Sri Lanka. Initially started with only tourism and hospitality management program. We have also diversified that into events management and commercial cookery. And we are also planning to launch new programs, further new programs in patisserie and so on. William Anglis Institute is one of the top-ranked institutes for this field. In fact, it is one of the top 5 in the world for tourism and hospitality management. Okay, so those about academic programs, and this is about scholarship. So we recognize good students, achievements of good students. We want all of you to do well, but for students who have done really well in advanced level, we give full scholarships for all 4 years. If you have obtained 3 A's for A-levels, for local A-levels, we give full scholarships. And if you have obtained 3 A stars for London or Edexcel or any other equivalent A-levels, we give again full scholarships. So there are semester-based scholarships based on GPAs. So every semester you achieve a certain GPA. And if you are in the top 1% in any program, you get full scholarship. And if you are in the next 2%, you get a half scholarship. In addition to these, we also have industry-sponsored scholarships from places like IFS and so on, large IT companies. And these opportunities are also available. So you can find the details about these from Academic Affairs Division. So we want you to be proud as SLIT alumni. And our alumni have done really well, and they have made us proud. When you walk out of these doors, we want you to proudly say that I'm a graduate of SLIT. So some of our students who have started their own companies employing our own students are, to name a couple of them, Pulse Solutions in the healthcare domain, and Arimac is a digital media company. Arimac recently secured a large investment from a high net worth individual, and they are doing really well as a commercial company now. In addition to these companies, some of our other students also have done well. Ganidhu Nanayakara, who won the first runner-up of Verizon Powerful Answers, won $500,000, which is like 90 million rupees. I think it's a good prize to win. Chamira Jaisingha is a person who started Arimac, the company that I talked to you about. Vidurangi Vijayasundara is manager business development and Valuable, and closely working with the owner of Valuable is Mr. Dhammika Perera. Dr. Uchita Jayavikrama has done his PhD and now is a lecturer at University of Staffordshire in UK. Sapumal is a civil engineer working at Port City, and then we have students doing PhDs in reputable universities. Dilini Veerakon is one such student. As I mentioned, we foster and promote innovation, and we want those innovations to be commercialized. So we have an incubation facility where your ideas, if you are entrepreneurial, your ideas can be converted into commercial ventures. Some of the companies that have roots at our SLIT incubator, WSO2, started at our incubator. PickMe, not as PickMe at the time, but as Z Labs, then Anything.lk and Wow.lk. He came to us straight after school, and we incubated him and his companies. Zone 24/7, again, a large IT company, has its roots at SLIT incubator. C Messenger and many more companies have come out of our incubator. Our students also have achieved, participated in many competitions and achieved many medals, National Best Quality Software Awards. Every year, we come on top, getting gold, silver, and so on. ISL, Idea Challenge, and then Microsoft Imagine Cup, and so on. Our students also participate in many events. Some of these are organized by the students themselves, and some by the institute and together with the students. So Code Fest, RoboFest. We also go out to regions and educate school children, Soft Skills Plus. So RoboFest is done by Faculty of Engineering, Code Fest is by Faculty of Computing, Soft Skills by Faculty of Business, and many other fun events, charity events, fun events like SLIT's Got Talent, very big event, SLIT Walk to raise funds to support other schools and so on. So last year they made, I think they raised about 2.5 million, and they developed libraries, labs and so on in schools. So we do all this, we become professionals, and in 4 years' time, we would like you to come to this hall again with your parents to celebrate your success as graduates. So we'll see you in 4 years' time back in this hall, but we will also see you down the halls and classrooms and so on during your stay here. But please do contact us if you have any issues. We have many support systems to support you, to help you to go through this transformation and to become a professional. Thank you very much. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much, sir, for your most encouraging words. Now I would like to introduce Professor Chandimal Jayawardena, the Dean of Faculty of Computing. Professor Chandimal Jayawardena is an electronic and telecommunication engineering graduate from the University of Moratuwa and holds a PhD from the Saga University, Japan. His research areas include robotics, intelligent systems, and Internet of Things. He started his career as an engineer and has worked for Sri Lankan Airlines and Sri Lanka Telecom, and later moved to the academia. As an academic and researcher, he has worked for Unitec Institute of Technology and University of Auckland, New Zealand, and currently he is the Dean of Faculty of Computing at SLIIT. Professor Chandimal is a chartered engineer, a member of Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka, a member of Institute of Engineering and Technology, a senior member of Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, a chartered information technology professional, and a fellow of the British Computer Society. Sir, I welcome you to the stand.
Thank you very much. Deans and directors of SLIIT, academic and non-academic staff members of SLIIT, my dear parents and my dear students. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone for being selected to SLIIT and for making the right choice for your higher studies. In my presentation, I will give you a short overview to the Faculty of Computing, and in next few days, we will be meeting again during your orientation, and during those sessions, we will be providing you more information about the faculty and your subjects. As you heard, the Faculty of Computing has more than 4,000 students under 3 departments. Department of Information Technology is headed by Dr. Pradeepa Samarasinghe. She is not here right now, but you will be meeting her tomorrow. Department of Software Engineering is headed by Mr. Nuwan Kodagoda, and Department of Information Systems Engineering is headed by Dr. Pradeep Abegunathan. And as you heard, SLIIT has a big focus on quality of education. All the programs offered by Faculty of Computing have been accredited by Institute of Engineering and Technology. That means the qualification that you are going to get will be recognized internationally, accepted in many countries. We have 7 undergraduate specializations, and you may have already selected one of these. If you are not sure
of your specialization, after 1 year of study or after 2 years of study, you can change your specialization. So that is perfectly all right, because during your first year of study, you will get a chance to learn more about the IT industry and plan your future. So we have information technology, computer systems and network engineering, software engineering, information systems engineering, cyber security, interactive media, and data science specializations. Some of these specializations start after 1 year of study, and some others start after 2 years. So you have enough time to decide what do you want to specialize. And in addition to undergraduate degrees, Faculty of Computing offers number of postgraduate degree programs as well. We have 5 master's programs and PhD and MPhil programs as well. So if you, after graduating, if you want to come back and do further studies at SLIIT, it is possible. From the undergraduate degree, you can study at SLIIT up to the highest academic qualification, that is the PhD. So in addition to local degree programs offered by SLIIT, we provide opportunities for you to study at other foreign universities as well, if you wish to do so. With Curtin University Australia, we have 3 programs, that is BSc in Information Technology, Software Engineering, and Computer Systems and Network Engineering. If you want to do one of these programs, you can complete the entire program at SLIIT. So you can decide after 2 years of study in the local program. If you want, you can transfer to the foreign degree program. In addition to that, if you want to go to a foreign country and study there, we have arrangements with more than 20 universities in countries like United States, United Kingdom, and Australia, New Zealand, and so on. In your undergraduate degree, one of the most important thing is your final year research project. In your second year and third year, you have to do relatively small research projects, but in the final year, you are expected to do a comprehensive 1 year long research project. That is very important to prepare for the industry. For these projects, we provide you supervisors, and these projects are conducted within research groups. We have more than 20 research groups. I have listed some of them here. During your orientation, we will be talking more about these research groups and projects. As you heard during the presentation of our Vice Chancellor, we produce highly employable graduates. We want you to be successful at the industry, and we want to produce highly sought after graduates. For that, we have number of measures. We want to be engaged with the IT industry. We do number of things for that. One is we have some joint research labs funded by various companies. And we have arrangements with leading IT companies to provide training in their locations by providing internships to our students. In addition to that, we have arrangements to provide in-house training at SLIIT by some leading IT companies. And then we have certain modules delivered by industry professionals. Although we have a qualified teaching staff at SLIIT, we want to get IT professionals involved in module design and delivery in order to prepare our graduates for the industry, in order to engage our graduates with the IT industry of Sri Lanka. So those were the main things I wanted to highlight during my short presentation, and we will be meeting again during orientation. Before concluding, I would like to highlight few things. We want you to graduate successfully in 4 years' time. For that, we want you to pass each and every module and get good grades. Key to that success is very simple. If you attend all the lectures, tutorials and lab classes, and if you complete all the assignments in time, you will pass every module. And it is not difficult to get a good grade. So please keep that in mind from the day one. And if you are not happy about something, or if you have a problem, at SLIIT we have various support services. You can talk to your lecturers. Your lecturer is your first point of contact. Then you can talk to course coordinators, heads of department, deans, and there are many non-academic units supporting students. So therefore, if you have a problem at SLIIT, don't wait. Please approach one of us and talk to us. There are many people around to help you. So with that, I would like to conclude my presentation. Once again, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you, and I wish you all the best for your studies at SLIIT. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Chandimal. Now I would like to introduce Professor Samant Tilaksari, the Dean of Faculty of Engineering. Graduated with first-class honors from University of Moratuwa in 1990, obtained MSc from Imperial College, London in 1992. He obtained his PhD from University of South Florida, USA in 1996 and served the Department of Civil Engineering and University of Moratuwa and became a professor in civil engineering in 2009. He was also the Director of Undergraduate Studies of the Faculty of Engineering, University of Moratuwa from 2001 to 2004. Professor Samant Tilaksari is a Fellow of the Institution Engineers Sri Lanka and an International Professional Engineer of the IESL. He also practices as a geotechnical engineering consultant for national projects and currently serves as the Senior Geotechnical Consultant to Outer Circular Highway Project, Northern Section and Section 1 and 2 of the Central Expressway Project. Dear Sir, I welcome you to the stand.
Deans and Directors of SLIIT, Heads of Department, and academic and non-academic staff of SLIIT. And as the previous speakers, I would like to warmly welcome you all to SLIIT. And also as the Dean of Faculty of Engineering, I welcome all the new entrants to the faculty. And we will have a formal ceremony to welcome you all on 31st of January in the morning. So, and I invite all the students selected to do engineering or architecture or quantity surveying degree programs at SLIIT to that particular function with their parents. Because of that, I will not go into very detail about our degree programs, and I will be very brief in my presentation. I remember a few decades back though, the anxiety I was faced with when I was an undergraduate student at University of Moratuwa. And so you are in a new environment, entirely new environment, and most of you are away from home for the first time. And also, you are starting a new project in your life, a turning point in your career, and starting a new project. So let me take an example from engineering, where when we start a new project, a large-scale project, we do what is called a SWOT analysis. The SWOT means That is, you take strength, that is, you take the first words of these, first letters of these words, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So what we try to do there is, you try to identify the strengths of the project. And we try to identify the weaknesses. And then see what are the opportunities that particular project will provide us with. And then what are the threats on the way. So I think as students coming to SLIIT, you should do a SWOT analysis of yourself. You should look at the strengths that you have, and you should understand the weaknesses that you have, and try to maximize the strengths and minimize the weaknesses. Sometimes you can do that by enhancing the strengths. Also, you should look at the opportunities that lie ahead of you. If I talk the engineering graduates, and this is common to all the graduates from SLIIT, the opportunities that they are faced with. Once you graduate from this institute, you can select a path in the industry, and you can become an engineer, a chartered engineer, and then you can go to higher levels as chief engineers, project managers, and etc. And you can select, if you select the other path, that is academic path, then you can excel in your higher studies, and you can earn a postgraduate qualification up to PhD. So those are the opportunities that lie ahead of you. So you'll have to select what path that you proceed on. And I'm proud to say that our first two batches, actually 2 batches of students or graduates are there in the industry from Faculty of Engineering, and they are enjoying these opportunities now. They are making use of these opportunities. So as new students, those are the opportunities that you are faced with. So do a proper SWOT analysis of yourself when you start this project. That is the graduate studies or undergraduate studies. So if I go back to Faculty of Engineering, so it has 6 departments, and there are 2 special units. And we have Department of Civil Engineering, headed by Dr. Nihal Somaratna. We have Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, headed by Dr. Nimsiri Abesingha. Department of Mechanical Engineering is headed by Dr. W. Malsiri. School of Architecture is headed by Chartered Architects Ayeshani Jayasingha. Then Department of Quantity Surveying is headed by Chartered Quantity Surveyor, Mr. Indunil Senabiratna. So in addition to that, we have 2 special units, and I will come to, that is engineering first year, and then mechatronics engineering. I will come to engineering first year later. So Faculty of Engineering offers 3 types of professional degrees through these 6 departments. We have 4-year honors degrees in engineering, 3-year honors degree in architecture, and 3-year honors degree in quantity survey. In addition to these undergraduate degree programs, after a thorough review, Ministry of Higher Education has granted us to award MPhil and PhD degrees. So there are postgraduate students registered to follow MPhil and PhD degrees in our faculty. So if I look at the resources at Faculty of Engineering, as you already saw, we have more than 100 academic staff, and most of them are having postgraduate qualifications, and we have 8 professors with more than 25 PhDs. And also we have state-of-the-art laboratory facilities and state-of-the-art lecture theaters and studios. So in the engineering degree programs, if you look at, we offer our own Ministry of Higher Education approved 4-year honors degrees in civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electronic and electrical engineering, and materials engineering. I should introduce the head of materials here, Dr. Mudit Karunaratne, head of materials. So we offer these degree programs in engineering. So these degree programs has gone through Washington Accord accreditation through ISL, and we are actually awaiting the results, as our Vice Chancellor mentioned previously. So all engineering students go through a common first year. And to handle the first year and also organize the first year work, we have the engineering first year unit headed by well-respected academic, Professor Chandana Pereira. So if you have any issues during your first year, you may meet Professor Chandana Pereira or his group, and you can sort them out. So this is one of the events that is organized by the engineering first year students. So at the end of their module, they have their own engineering expo exhibition. So that is being done by engineering first year units. And also we have the Engineers Australia accredited curtain degree programs, honors degrees in civil and construction engineering, in mechanical engineering, and electrical and electronics engineering. So after a thorough review, in 2016, they offered us full accreditation for 5 years. So those are accredited degrees by Engineers Australia, and we have applied accreditation through Washington Accord to these degree programs with the ISL as well. So we offer 3-year degrees, honors degrees in architecture and quantity surveying in partnership with John Moores University, United Kingdom. So these degree programs are fully accredited by the respected professional bodies in UK, and after a review process by the Institute of Architects, Sri Lanka, they declared our school as a declared program running a declared, school running a declared program. And we actually very shortly will be applying with other professional bodies locally and internationally to get the accreditation for these degree programs as well. And so these are some of the extracurricular activities our students are engaged in. So we have this Gantera, Bridge Fest, and SLIIT Got Talent, RoboFest, and also Nikiri Pandal and SLIIT Got Talent. All these events are organized by students themselves. So we would like you to get engaged in those activities and be a well-rounded person, as the speakers mentioned before. So I don't want to be very elaborative on this, and I wish you all the very best and hope to see you all in 4 years' time in this hall for the convocation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to introduce Professor Samantha Telejagoda, the Dean of Faculty of Business. Professor Samantha Telejagoda received his first degree in statistics with a first-class honors from the University of Sri Jawaharlandapura and master's and PhD degrees in information systems engineering from Gifu University, Japan. He joined SLIIT in 2007 and held positions including Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research, Head, Department of Information Systems Engineering, Head, Department of Information Management. He is currently the Dean of the Faculty of Business. Dear sir, I welcome you to the stand.
Thank you. The Deans of the Faculty, head of the departments, the directors of SLIIT, and my dear staff members, and dear parents, and our most valued students. So first of all, let me congratulate for this crucial day of your life where you start your higher studies. So let me briefly introduce SLIIT Business School, or the Faculty of Business at SLIIT. And we have separate programs organized for the students who enrolled with the business school on Thursday. So I'm planning to give more details about the faculty there, but today, just a brief description. So we started the business degrees in SLIIT in 2007. And we started actually delivering the degrees with the Sheffield Hallam University, United Kingdom. After that, we received the degree awarding status from the University Grant Commission. And we started our 4 years business management degrees then, and then we continue that exercise up to now. So let's look at some key areas we currently involved with. So you know that mainly we deliver the bachelor's degrees as well as the MBA degree. And then we involve with research and development and provide you the internships. And we have several types of soft skills programs and the industry university collaborations and the students community, the student body. I will introduce you on Thursday. And so we involve with CSR projects and then the Alumni Association of SLIIT Business School. So this is the faculty, so you can just see it's close to the playground. And so the degree programs we are awarding currently, there are 7 specializations. And you don't need to worry about this specialization at this moment. After you complete the first 2 years, you have enough time to select the specializations you like. But I know that at the moment also some of you have selected degree programs, specializations, but you can change whatever it is within this first 2 years. And again, we have another foreign collaboration as well, where we award the BBA Special Honours degree in business management with the Liverpool John Moores University, United Kingdom. So other than that, so we have several the foreign pathways, and I did not indicate all the universities collaborations what we have at the moment. We have nearly 15 relationships with other universities around the world. And you can, after you complete your diploma here, the first 2 years here, you can move to those universities as well. And in this faculty, so we have 2 departments. The one is the business management, headed by Ms. Mano Valigodapola. And the other department is the Department of Information Management, headed by Dr. Kingsley Bernard. And as the other faculties, the business faculty as well is very seriously involved in research. And once you move to the second year, third year, so we have mini research project. In the final year, so you have to do a comprehensive research project. We provide you all the facilities to conduct this research comprehensively. So if I talk about the high quality education provided by the business school, and again, I'm not going to talk about all other associations, but we are closely working with AACSB, that is the strongest body in the world to accredit the business degrees. So why we are working with this association? Because we need to get the global standards to our degree programs. Then only you can easily work in the industry, not only in Sri Lanka, but beyond the country margins as well. And in the business schools, our key areas we are focusing, key concepts we are focusing is soft skills. And we conduct a lot of soft skills programs for SLIIT students, the students in the business school, and not only the student in SLIIT, but also the school kids in Sri Lanka. So we set up the soft skills hub in SLIIT where you will be connected into different programs where you can improve your soft skills. You know that the education itself is not good enough to secure a good place in the industry. You need to improve your soft skills as well. So then we provide a lot of opportunities to you to improve your soft skills. A lot of venues are there in SLIIT to improve your soft skills. No need more examples. Even today we provided one opportunity for one of our students in the business school to show her talents. She's here. Please come forward. So our second year student in the business school. So I'm quite happy about her performance as well. And so our students engage very significantly in the CSR engagement, CSR involvement in the country. So these are some additional, what our students are doing to improve their soft skills, especially the leadership skills, the negotiation skills, teamworking skills, and many more skills. And some photographs, right, so you can see here. And finally, I need to tell you about the alumni. So once you just pass out SLIIT, you can easily join with the alumni. And they also performing well in the industry, and still they have the connectivity with SLIIT. This is some students who perform well, and one student is Munaza, and another student is Chanduria Bacon, who is the lead business analyst in the Dialogue Axiata, and another is Isuru Gunaratna. So like that, I have hundreds of such kind of example to show you later. So with that, I conclude my short speech about the business school. As it says, your path to the greatness starts here. I'm sure you will reach it after the 4 years' time. And wishing you all the best. Thank you very much for joining with SLIIT. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you very much, dear sir. Now I would like to introduce Professor Mahesha Kaprabandara, the Dean of International. Professor Mahesha Kaprabandara is Dean International at SLIIT, and she is responsible for providing leadership, administration, and general oversight for the Office of the Dean International. She earned her PhD at the University of Western Sydney, Australia. Prior to joining SLIIT as a Dean, she has served as a visiting professor at University of Uppsala, Sweden, and lecturer at University of Western Sydney, Australia. She is also an adjunct research fellow at UWS. She was also recognized by Women in Management Sri Lanka with the award of the Silver Medal at the 6th Professional and Careers Women Awards 2016 and by Computer Society of Sri Lanka as the Female ICT Leader of the Year 2016. In December 2016, she was recognized as a finalist at the SEEARCC Awards held in Sydney, Australia in the category ICT Educator of the Year. All these awards came her way for her contribution towards ICT. Currently, she is serving as a board member of Sri Lanka Foundation's Institute, Council member of Centre for Women's Research, and a member of the Board of Studies at SLFI. Dear Madam, I welcome you to the stand.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Well, I'm very happy to welcome you to the International Pathways at SLIIT. And I would also like to address you very briefly on the journey you are about to commence. It's going to be a very exciting and challenging journey, but of course it's also going to be very rewarding in the end. So by choosing International Pathways at SLIIT, I'm sure you have taken the right decision. So we all know that we are moving in an increasingly interconnected world. So the skill sets that's required to be employed in this international, to find global employment is quite different now. So we are here to empower you with the different set of skills needed for you to get globally employed. Let me start by introducing our team. Well, you know, I'm Mahesha Kapuru-Bandara, and the International Pathways Programming Unit is headed by Mr. Tilina Rajapaksha. And then the other team members are Sandy, Yashoda Prasad, Sammani, Prashant, they are not here, Chari and Rashmi. So they are your first point of contact for any matters relating to student services, administration. You need to consult them. So they are located in the first floor of the main building, but very soon they'll be moving to the new building, which is next to the engineering building, to 6th floor of the new building. So please try to get to know to them and meet them, because they are there to help you to make your student experience at SLIIT a very smooth experience. Our Vice Chancellor and all the other deans talked about global standards at SLIIT. We are members of ACU and IAU, Association of Commonwealth Universities, and International Association of Universities, which means your degrees are recognized when you apply for jobs overseas. And of course, we are accredited by Engineers Australia and also ACS, Australian Computer Society. Our partnership with Curtin goes back like 15 years, and we have produced over 1,500 Curtin graduates. And I'm very proud to say 90% of the Curtin graduates are employed within just 2 years, 2 months after graduation. And our new partner is Leopold John Moore University, highly ranked in the first 600 in the world. It is a British degree, an honors degree, and we do offer the LJMU degrees in architecture, one of our signature degree programs at SLIIT, in quantity surveying, very much in demand, business administration, nursing, law, another highly demand program in high demand, and psychology. So LJMU is another strategic partner from UK, and it's an upcoming university, and they have established their presence firmly in Sri Lanka. And not only those internal foreign degree programs, we do have other options for you available as well. You can opt to transfer overseas. You can start your education here, study for 1 or 2 years, and opt to transfer to our partner universities in Australia, USA, Canada, or UK, or New Zealand. For Australia, we have partnerships with Curtin, of course, Curtin, or you can go to Curtin Malaysia, Curtin Dubai, or Curtin Singapore. All those options are available. University of Adelaide, which is one of the group of 8 universities in Australia, a very high-ranked, prestigious university. Deakin University, a very popular one in Melbourne, RMIT, and all these universities. For United States, we have links with Southeast Missouri State University. We have over 55 students who have transferred from SLIIT, studying there, and some of them have completed and working there now. University of Cincinnati, a very high-ranking university, which is a state university, Youngstown State University, and we are working with 2 other universities, Arkansas and another university, for transfer options. And in Canada, right now, we have affiliations with Memorial University and Algoma University. And UK, Liverpool John Moores, University of Nottingham, and University of Hertfordshire. And you know, like in UK, so the Liverpool John Moore University, they recognize our best performers, and for the best performers, they award tuition fee waivers for their master's degrees. And right now, there are 2 students who are following their masters in Liverpool John Moore UK. And this year also, they have given that opportunity to our students. And all these partner universities, they have special concession schemes and scholarships for students transferring from SLIIT. So not only the international programs, but we do have international student community at SLIIT. So you'll get a chance to mix and mingle with them, learn from their experience, learn their culture and different ways. We have students from Bangladesh, Nepal, Maldives, India, Bhutan, Afghanistan, Nigeria, Pakistan, and also Netherlands. In the international office, we promote student mobility. You all can go to one of our partner universities and spend a semester. You can go to Curtin, pay the local fees, and spend a semester at Curtin. And we also invite the foreign students from our partner universities to come and spend a semester here, or even a short-term mobility. So already there have been 3 students from Curtin University, Australia, in our engineering program. They spent a semester and they were very happy to mix and mingle with our students. And then we have also run short-term mobility program. There were about 50 students who had come from Deakin University, Australia, to 2-3 weeks stay here on a cultural exchange and a study tour. Not only that, we also have international faculty exchange. All our partner universities send their prestigious faculty from time to time. So whenever they are here, they would like to talk to you all, and they conduct guest lectures. So make use of those opportunities to get to know them and learn from them. So all the other deans explain how we can get involved. At the international pathways, you can become a student ambassador or a batch rep. But if you can't, or if you miss that opportunity, then there are many other ways in which you can get involved, as explained previously by the deans. It can be CodeFest, RoboFest, all the other cultural activities, networking activities, and there are so many opportunities over here. We also have very outstanding alumni. Ganidu, our Vice Chancellor, explained, who won $500,000 US, and Buddhima, she's the youngest to have earned a PhD in Sri Lanka. At the age of 25, she earned her PhD, a Curtin graduate. And from our first batch, there is a girl called Randima. I'm really proud to say she's attached to the telecom giant in Australia, Telstra, and heading a team of software engineers and working as a consultant. So there are many more, many other alumni who are holding very high position in Sri Lanka as overseas. From the last Curtin batch, who are going to graduate in February, There's already one student who has secured a job in Singapore, attached to a Japanese company, working as a software engineer. I'm sure we all can get there. So remember, you are here not just for a degree, you are here to make history. So good luck, and here's to all the new students.
Thank you very much, dear ma'am. Now I have the pleasure of introducing Director, Academic Affairs, Mr. Yashas Malavarachi. Mr. Yashas Malavarachi is an electrical engineering graduate from the University of Muratua and has obtained an MBA in Information Technology from the same university. He has over 22 years of experience in the IT field and has specialized in the areas of software, project management, business analysis, software design and development, and systems integration. He is a certified project management professional of the Project Management Institute, USA, and also a professional member of the British Computer Society. He started his career as a systems engineer at the Computing Services Center, University of Muratua, and later joined SLIIT in 1999. At SLIIT, he has held positions of Senior System Analyst and the Head of Software Engineering Services. He is a senior lecturer and attached to the Faculty of Computing and currently holds the position of Director, Academic Affairs of SLIIT. Now I would like to call upon Mr. Yashas Malavarachi, the Director, Academic Affairs, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Deans of faculties, directors, staff of SLIIT, parents, and my dear students. Let me also join our Vice Chancellor, Chancellor, Deans, and the other speakers to welcome you to SLIIT. And as they have mentioned, today is a very special day where you will start a new chapter in your life. But unlike the previous chapters of your life, the responsibility in writing this chapter is with you. You can decide how interesting this chapter would be and how meaningful it would be by engaging in our degree programs and also by being part of SLIIT family. Your orientation program starts tomorrow, and during this program we will introduce you to SLIIT, the way that the things are done around here, the services offered, and also you will get to know various important personalities during your stay at SLIIT. And I would like to invite all of you to get involved, to become familiar with SLIIT, and not only go through the study programs but also be part of various other communities at SLIIT. As graduates of SLIIT, we offer you some other additional benefits. Once you become students, you will be getting 10 genuine licenses of Microsoft Office 365. You can use it for your personal use, and also you will be given 1 TB of cloud storage on Microsoft OneDrive. In addition to that, you will also get 5 TB of storage from Google Drive and also an email account with my.sliit.lk domain. This email account will be the one that will be used to communicate with you, and you can use this email account to communicate with us as well. All these things will be introduced to you during your orientation program. Let me introduce you to the Academic Affairs Division, because throughout your stay at SLIIT and also after graduation, you will be in contact with the Academic Affairs. Academic Affairs Division has 4 units. the registry, headed by Mrs. Dunishka Ratugama, Senior Manager Registry, and then the examinations unit, headed by Senior Manager Examinations, Mr. Bandara, and the Career Guidance Unit, Career Guidance and Counseling Unit, headed by Mrs. Ranmini Unanthanna, and then the Student Services Unit, headed by Ms. Iresha Chamindi. Our division is located at the level 1 of the main building, and you can contact us by visiting the Academic Affairs Division or by communicating with us via telephone or via email. We do have a common way of contacting students, or rather students for them to contact us. We have the help desk. You can send an email to support@slit.useresponse.com. You can mention what your name and the student ID is, and then include whatever the concern that you have, and one of our student service agents will get back to you. During your stay here at SLIT, as the deans mentioned, there is tremendous support provided by the faculties, and also in addition to the faculties, there are various other service units who are there to support you. With regard to your IT related matters, we have the IT Services Division, headed by Mr. Kumudu Gurugalgoda. He is also one of our own students. And then you have the English Help Desk. I think Dr. Manuri was introduced to you. And then the student counselor and so on, and the medical officer. And then in addition to all this, we have formed student bodies. You have a student representative to represent you in the first year in each faculty. And then the faculty has a student community, faculty-student community. And then combining all that, we have the Student Interactive Society, which is the topmost student body of SLIT. And we have the president of Student Interactive Society, Mr. Mihiran Viratunga, who is a 4th year student of SLIT who will be graduating soon. So as you can see, there are various ways and means of communicating with us. You can go through these student representatives if you are not willing to come and directly talk to us. Or if it's a common problem, you can always contact us through them. And with regard to student discipline, we are very serious on student discipline. At SLIT, we have never stopped functioning due to any unrest. Because we maintain very good discipline in order to ensure that you graduate in the stipulated time period of your program. So no disturbances. You can make sure that if you complete all the requirements to graduate, you can go to the target. You can graduate in the particular duration of the degree program. During your orientation program, you will be given a student rule book to refer to, and that rule book will include all these details, code of conduct for our students. And violation of any of these rules may lead to disciplinary action. So please be mindful about the rules and regulations of SLIIT, and it is not actually to just to control, it is to ensure that all the students of SLIT will have a fair chance of enjoying their lives at SLIT. So with that, I will conclude my short speech, and I wish you all the very best, and I hope that you will enjoy your stay at SLIT. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And on that note, we have come to the latter end of this program, and I would like to conclude the ceremony by making a few important announcements. Please refer to the updated orientation timetable, general information sheet, and the campus map provided for important information. The updated orientation timetable has been emailed to you, and if you have not received the timetable, please collect a hard copy from the reception. The orientation program will commence on 29 January 2019 at 8:30 a.m. And after orientation, semester will commence on the 5th of February 2019, and students are expected to report to their respective campuses. Well, as you all set out on this incredible journey that will help to shape the thinkers, the professionals, the citizens, and difference makers you are destined to be, we want all of you to know that the entire SLIIT community is here to support, sustain, and encourage you as you commit to study here and reach greater heights. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SLIIT as you discover your future. Please rise for the national anthem.